And here is your host, India's #1 breakthrough strategist, Mr. Bhupendra Singh Rathore, who is also known as BSR. He is an international motivational speaker, best-selling author, CEO coach, leadership expert, and a corporate trainer. He is India's first ever motivational speaker who got to speak at the United Nations at New York City headquarters. He has spoken at Josh Talk and TEDx multiple times. So far, he has addressed and transformed more than 1 million lives through his live and online events. He was awarded Asia's Greatest Emerging Leader in 2017 by Asia One magazine, the 2018 Business Mentor of the Year Award by Entrepreneur India, and the 2019 Most Admirable Global Indian Award by Passion Vista. He has been covered by Entrepreneur India, Forbes India, Founder India, Yahoo News, and many more. Join superstar BSR on his journey to transform your life.
क्या सोच रहा है सोच जरा तू कब बदलेगा। क्या सोच रहा है सोच जरा तू कब बदलेगा। अरे बदलेगी जब सोच तेरी सब बदलेगा। एक सोच बदल सकती है भारत की तस्वीर। एक सोच बदल सकती है हम सब की तकदीर। ये सोच ही होती है प्रगति का आधार। इस सोच से ही होता है हर सपना साकार। सोच को अपनी रोशन करके मिटा दे अंधियारे, तो कदमों में बिछ जाएंगे सफलता के तारे। सरल करेगी सोच तेरी लाइफ का ये मैजिक ऑफ थिंकिंग रिच। The magic of thinking rich. Magic of thinking rich. The magic of thinking rich. Magic of thinking rich. The magic of thinking rich. Magic of thinking rich. The magic of thinking rich. Magic of thinking rich. जो बंधन है ओझल से वे है सब मन वाले। सोच जरा कुछ बड़ा बड़ा और खोल दे सब ताले। क्या का जिक्र ना कोई फिक्र, बस आगे बढ़ता चल। तेरी सोच में छुपा हुआ है हर मुश्किल का हल। इस सोच को दे दे संकल्पों से उम्मीदों की धार। अच्छी सोच से ही मिलती है जीवन को रफ्तार। मन ही जीते युद्ध बड़े और मन ही जंग हारे। जो भी करो कमाल करो इस सोच के सहारे। सरल करेगी सोच तेरी लाइफ का ये मैजिक ऑफ थिंकिंग रिच। The magic of thinking rich. Magic of thinking rich. The magic of thinking rich. Magic of thinking rich. The magic of thinking rich. Magic of thinking rich. The magic of thinking rich. दिन में कम से कम एक बार तो अपनी बॉडी में जोश भर दो। जिम में से कम एक बार तो अपनी बॉडी को जबरदस्त कर दो, ताकि कोई भी चीज आपको रोक ना पाए। मैजिक ऑफ
Happy evening, everyone. Welcome to the Magic of Thinking Rich Season 4, day number 10. It's a blessing that each and every one of us get connected to this kind of a session. We learn every single day and we grow every single day. Guys, growth is only in our hand. We can reach to any height. A mankind can do anything. A human being can achieve whatever he thinks and whatever he believes. You are a human being. I am a human being. And we have no limits. Sky is the limit. That is what people say. Sky is the limit means if you keep going up, you will find endless journey. So sky is the limit. For many of us, sky is the limit. So I want to say that sky is the limit for you also. But this limit is only having one limit, and that is the limit of your mind. There are no limitations in this world. There are no limitations in our existence. The only limitations which we have is the limitations of our own mind. So what I want is each and every one of us need to work hard in order to cultivate these gifts which we have received from the universe, that we are limitless people. This is the biggest gift. It's a gift, and the gift has to be used. It's a gift, and the gift has to be given to some people before we die. I want you to really use this gift and at the same time give it to the world. Make this world a beautiful place to live in. Let's begin this day number 10 with an amazing round of applause, an amazing round of celebration. Let's begin with the celebration. Good evening. Shake your body and say yes, everyone. So today is the 10th day, 21 days journey, and this is the 10th day, everyone. 10 days of celebration, 10 days of absolute bliss. We are learning about our subconscious mind. The mind, which is the most powerful resource. I think you all understand that the mind has created everything in this world. Only the human mind has created everything in this world. Be it thousands or millions of books which has been written, or the movies, or the biggest of the machineries, or the aeroplanes, or the bridges, or the electricity, or the water. I mean, all these things. I mean, we use water to produce electricity. Can you imagine this? We use the water for many inventions and innovations, to cut the stone and to cut probably the diamond as well. We use water for many reasons. It's a miracle of a human mind. Every single thing is a miracle of the human mind. You look at anything, the camera in front of me, the chair in your house, or the table in your house, or whatever you feel like. I mean, everything is a miracle of a human mind. And we ignore this human mind so much that we don't ever try to understand what is the power of this human mind. An average person does not ever try to understand his or her human mind. Why not? Why? I mean, I fail to understand this. And that is why this magic of thinking rich, my dear friends. It's my small effort to make people understand that your mind is the only resource which you have. I think this is the most powerful weapon in the world. This is the most powerful resource in the world. This is the most powerful, I would say, power in the world. This has the power of God. This has the power of universe in it. But then we ignore it the most. We think, oh, our mind is useless. I mean, some people say, मेरे पास तो mind ही नहीं है. I don't have the mind. Some people say that. I don't have the brain. I cannot really do much. I don't understand too many things. I mean, what is that one thing which human mind cannot understand? Let me tell you, my dear friends, you are limitless. All limitations are the limitations of your mind, nothing else, nothing more. If you think you can't really move if you think you cannot do anything, you're right. If you think you can do something, you are still right. We all have an invisible cage around us. You know, some people are caged in this boundary. You know, it's like this. I'm here. Some people have a cage which is this big. Some people have this bigger the cage. But this is an invisible cage. Invisible cage. And this is a cage of our limitations. So many people say that I can earn 10,000 rupees. Their cage is 10,000 rupees like this. And this is an invisible cage. The moment they try to think bigger, they come back. They get hurt. They come back. Some people's cage is that I can earn 1 lakh rupees. Their cage is this big, but they are not able to think about 20 lakhs, 30 lakhs, 40 lakhs, 50 lakhs, or even if they think they are not comfortable working as per that, the cage is this big. The moment they go beyond that, they get hurt with that cage and they come back. The only thing which we need to do is, we need to break this cage. This is a cage of our own stories. This is a cage of our own thought process. The cage of our own belief system. This cage is about our stories. I can't do it. Why can't you do it? I mean, let me ask you this. Why can't you do it? What's the reason you can't do it? What do you don't have? Like, you don't have a brain? You don't have a mind? God has not given you hands or legs or eyes or ears? I mean, what do you want? No, I don't have money. So do you want to say that all success stories are because of money? In fact, all success stories, if you look at, they did not have money in the past. And they just started from somewhere and they reached somewhere. Many people say, I don't have knowledge. Do you really say that I don't have a knowledge and because of that I do not grow? My dear friends, that's a lie. You know, whatever stories you have been giving yourself, those are the lies, perfect lies. Perfect lies. And those lies you tell yourself time and again and you start believing in them. Those lies become your beliefs. I mean, one session I'll be taking later on in this series, which will be how to break the negative belief. But since this talk has started, I would like to tell you at least one thing about that session. There's a huge difference between facts and beliefs. There is a huge difference between facts and belief. Fact means the sun rises from the east. This is the fact. This is true for you. This is true for Americans. This is true for Australians or Pakistanis or Afghanistanis. Everybody. It is fact of life. This is the fact. The fact is that I'm a boy. It is the fact. I mean, it is not my belief. It is the fact of life. Okay. The fact of life is that we live in India. All right. Many of us are probably watching this program from India. So the fact is that we are from India. The fact is that I'm born and brought up in Rajasthan. Okay, that is the fact. Okay, everybody will accept it because I have the proof of it. The fact has a proof. The fact is universal, right? But many people say, I have less education, that's why I can't do it. Is that a fact that you are not able to do certain things because you don't have? And many people start believing in this thought so much that no, I'm not able to grow because I don't know English. I'm not able to grow. I had this belief. I mean, from 1996 to 2006, 2005, I used to think that I'm not able to grow because I don't know English. It was my belief. You know, time and again people said, you don't know English means you are poor. You don't know English means you cannot compete. You don't know English means your confidence is low. You cannot speak. People will laugh at you. People will make fun of you. That was the belief system which I had. I lived with that belief system. But later on, when I found a good trainer, he said, this is not a right belief. I mean, belief is a lie. It is a disempowering belief and it is a lie. Why it is a lie? Because it's not true for everyone. That English means low confidence. This is not true for everyone. This is not true for everyone. That you don't know English means your confidence is low. You don't know English means you cannot really do something big. Many people say, I'm not educated, that's why I can't do it. Many people say that I'm old, that's why I can't do it. And it is their belief that now I am 60, so my energy is low. Now I am 60, so my energy is low. I mean, this is a belief which you are telling yourself again and again, a story. You are telling yourself again and again a story, and that story you have repeated thousands of times, and that's why this belief has become that because I'm 60, I don't have an energy. Let me tell you, there are enough people in this world who are energetic at the age of 75, at the age of 80. Examples, you can take Narendra Modi, Amitabh Bachchan. Are they lacking any kind of energy? I mean, they can beat anybody's energy. They can beat many people's energy. So look at this. The way we hypnotize ourselves by telling a lie very, very perfectly. Why? Because we meet so many people who are around 60s, 55 or 60, and they have less energy. So we think, oh, because we are 60, and they also talk, now umr ho gayi hai na, because of that I have low energy. I can understand that you cannot probably run like a 20-year-old kid, but don't tell me that you cannot remain active throughout the day. Don't tell me, okay? My dear friend, beliefs are lies, because these are the stories, and these stories become our limitations. Fact is that each and every human being can achieve anything and everything. That is a fact. Because there are people who are not educated, they still did something great. There are people who did not have any kind of money, or they lived in poverty. In spite of that, they've created history. There are facts that, by people like Einstein, they were told that you are the dumbest person on the universe, but still created history. There are facts that any human mind, if decides to do something great, can achieve that greatness. Is that the fact or not? Tell me, how many of you believe me? How many of you believe me? This is a fact, and belief is probably a very, very powerful lie which we have been telling. And beliefs are of two types. One is empowering lie. All right, I can change this universe. I mean, that's an empowering lie. All right, I may or may not be. I don't know. I have never seen my own ability. When I say that I can earn $10 billion or $100 billion or $1 trillion, I can say that. That's a powerful lie. And even if it is a lie, it is going to empower me. It is going to give me a lot of kick. It is going to give me an amazing, amazing energy, and I will be able to do so many things because of this lie. My lie is that I will inspire 50 crore people. I don't know as of now what will be my future, and that is why it is a lie. It is not a fact as of now that I will be able to do. Fact is that a human mind can do anything. The lie is which does not have a proof. Facts have a lot of proofs. But when I say I will be able to do 50 crore people, it's a lie as of now, because nobody has ever seen my ability and my potential, and I don't know whether that kind of a potential exists in me or not. But yes, this is an empowering lie, and this lie definitely empowers me. It gives me confidence. It gives me a kick. Okay, so this empowering lie, so empowering beliefs, this belief empower me. And when this belief empowers me, I should use that lie to really become stronger. But then there are a lot of lies, lot of stories which are self-defeating ideas, which are really, really bad ones, and they are not supposed to be used. We are not supposed to use them. If I say I can't do it, that's a bad story. Why you can't do it? You need to doubt it. You need to think about it. Why you can't do it? So my dear friends, human being has a very powerful resource called their mind, and they damage their mind by telling a lot of lie. They damage their mind by telling a lot of poor stories. They damage their own mind by telling them that, no, I'm not good enough. My dear friends, you are absolutely good enough, because you are more than enough. We learned about 3 powerful beliefs, and I told you that you are more than enough. You are more than enough. You are more than enough. If you believe in it, go ahead and type it in the chat window that I am more than enough. Go ahead and write that. I want to see that. I want to see that you are writing there. Okay. I'm more than enough. Awesome. All right. I'm more than enough. So guys, we are more than enough. Yesterday we learned about power of setting the goals. And I told you around 6 steps for goal setting. I told you that you need to write a feeling word like Yahoo, exciting, or whatever. I also told you that you need to write your goal in a present continuous tense. I also told you that you must use positive words only. It has to be specific. You need to include your family members or your relatives or your loved ones over there. And the last one I said is thank God. That is the minimum which we learned yesterday. Today we are going to learn one more step higher to that. Now, it is said that when you write the goals in a certain way and you follow certain different rituals before you write your goals, they really get into your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind has got a powerful mechanism called RAS, and this RAS is called reticular activating system. All right, this is what it is, RAS. Now what does this RAS does? The job of an RAS is to highlight the most important thing and then put all the other things in the background. For example, in this mobile phone, if there are 20 applications which are opened, okay, let me just see how many applications are opened. So if there are 20, 30, 40 applications are opened, this mobile right now, this screen is highlighted. Rest all the screens are in the background. So whatever you focus on comes in the foreground. Rest all the things goes in the background. So RAS is like it is like a guided missile. Once you give a target to this RAS will ensure that the target is achieved and that goal is always in the foreground. Okay, so many of us really set a lot of goals, but then today we are thinking about something, day after tomorrow we are thinking about something, we may have this goal, that goal, and none of those are in the foreground, because in the foreground a new activity has come, that somebody has stolen your shoes. Now that is a foreground activity, very tiny activity in comparison to your goals, but then that is the activity which is in your foreground. Now your entire energy is getting consumed by that one activity. You need to preserve your energy. That is what I have always shared. Now RAS is like, also again, in your mobile phone there are 10,000 numbers, but I want to dial the number of XYZ person and that person's number comes in the front. That's what RAS does. If you want to buy something that only that particular thing is your focused, in a store you go and there are thousands of things, but then your eyes are searching for that one particular thing and you are not able to remember anything. RAS, one more example, like when you were a small kid, many a times your mother asked you, hey, can you bring the salt or maybe some other thing, some other stuff from the kitchen, and you went to the kitchen and you searched here and searched here, there, and you were not able to find anything, right? And you shouted from the kitchen, Mom, I'm not finding the salt. Mom said, it is just kept in front of your eyes there itself. Come on, think about this. I mean, it might be just near the gas stove. And you said, no, I'm not able to find it. It is not there. And the mom comes from the back and then she slaps you and says, it is right here. Your RAS, you gave a command to your RAS that I can't find anything in the kitchen. I tried it 3 times and I'm not able to find. Since RAS got that command from you, RAS made you not see that salt. It makes you focus on what you really believe in. All right, that's what RAS is. Now, our job is to make sure that our goal hits this RAS. You know, if our goal gets into this RAS, it means you will be able to focus on it. It means even if you're sleeping, your mind will focus on it. In your sleep also, your mind will make you see those kind of dreams which you want. In your, there has been a lot of analysis on sleep and dream, all right? I would like you to read and study that. You will be surprised that we see only those dreams which our mind believes in. You know, if we are scared, we will see scary dreams. If we are confident, I don't remember any dream which I have seen for the last, I think, 10 years, 5 years. 10, 15 years, I have not seen any dream. Very rarely, I don't even remember. Or even if I have dreamt only about my success. Because day in and day out only I am talking about success, how to become more successful, how to become more powerful, how to become more successful. So even if I have dreamt, there is not even a single bad dream which I have ever seen in the last 10, 15 years. I don't remember this. Even if I may have seen, I don't remember it. Because before you sleep, you are reading good books. When you wake up, you are doing commando training, you are doing gratitude and all those kind of things. The whole day you are doing something wonderful. So that's a beauty of a mind. Now today I want to give you certain methods which will even help you achieve your goal faster. So yesterday we had written. Now let's go to one more level, deeper. Suppose you write your goal. Where do you write your goal? On a white paper, right? Using a blue pen. So most of us use a blue pen and a white paper, and we write our goal, and we use the lining wala paper, right? Now I want to tell you that now onwards, write your goals on yellow paper, all right, and using red pen. So yellow paper and red pen. I want you to write your goals on yellow paper and red pen. Okay, many of you might say, oh, is that true? Will it work? Will it not work? Suppose I take the yellow background here. So yellow paper, and when I change the background, the light on my face might be a little less because there is a backlight, and that's why it might not look so bright. So you have a yellow background, and what kind of a pen you are supposed to use? The red pen. So I'm going to take a red pen here. Okay. So yellow paper, red pen. That has to be the way you need to write. Now, on a yellow paper, I want to give you a perfect logic behind it. Suppose you come to this room of mine, and there is a goal written on a white paper with a blue pen, which is a lining wala paper, and there is a goal written on a yellow paper with a red pen, and both are stick on the wall. Which one your eyes will focus first, or which one your eyes will see first? Tell me. Looking dark. Oh. So, okay, now am I looking bright? So yes. So which one do you see? Which one would you focus first? Suppose you come to this walk into this room, yellow paper, white paper, both the papers are there. One paper has the lining, and I'm writing something on that, or I've written something using blue pen, and one paper has the red ink on it. Which one would be visible first? Yellow and red. Am I right or wrong? All right. So yellow has got more visibility. Our mind is able to see it fast. Even the red. And many of us have been using red and yellow in many of our ceremonies, like religious ceremonies. You will see that if you are going for Durga Mata's this Navratri, all 7 days you will get to see, or all 9 days you will get to see the red chunri and the red dress, and Lakshmi ji having the red, Diwali you will be worshipping Goddess Lakshmi, and she will be also wearing the red sari, and then she is doing her hand like this, and a lot of gold coins are coming out of her hands. So only gold and yellow and red are these two combinations, which is a deadly combination for wealth, for achieving all your materialistic goals. I'm not sure about the spiritual goals, but then materialistic goals, this is the great combination. Color therapy, there is a color therapy, guys. They tell you the impact of colors. Which color gives you more? Like, I want to tell you one thing. If you really want your business to grow faster, I would say try a blue color logo. Try a blue color logo, and you will see there will be some kind of stability. Blue is a color of calmness. Blue is a color of, I would say, intellect. It is a color of prosperity. Prosperity is yellow in terms of money, but then blue gives you like, it gives you like whatever good energy you have, it retains it. Like when we do pranic healing, in pranic healing, the last command is paint blue. Means if I have healed this part of my hand, then last command is paint blue. Paint blue means now fill this part with the blue color, so that whatever healing energy we have given to this part, that retains, that remains. That's called paint blue. So this is what the game is. So colors have a lot of power, and using colors we can do many things. So yellow paper, so I'm choosing the blue background right now, because when I do the yellow, it is a dark on my face. So yellow and red, first thing. Now second thing is, it is said that universe has a lot of shapes. Like there is a shape like square, and or I will be using yellow. There's a square shape, there is a rectangle, there is a circle, circle and triangle, and you may have pentagon, these kind of circles you have. It's said that universe is designed in such a way that every shape has a different power. Like many of you may have heard that if you want to meditate under a pyramid shape, okay, because it is said that pyramid shape absorbs a lot of energy, and your power directly, I mean the universal energy directly comes from here and goes into your body. That's why pyramid. But it is said that the most powerful shape in the universe is the oval shape. Okay, so what I want you to do is, when you take a yellow paper, create this oval shape, and then inside this you write your goal which you wrote yesterday. Hooray and this. Okay, so make an oval shape and write. See, oval shape is why it is powerful, because this is the only shape in the universe which can give birth, and you want your goal to take a birth. Now tell me, any egg of any animal, okay, is there any square egg which you ever found? Any animal, all right, any mammal or anybody? No. Okay, anything, like let's say anybody who, like human beings, mammals, who directly gives birth to the kids, or maybe blue whale kind of this thing directly. I don't know blue whale whether they have eggs, or if they are giving the birth directly, the uterus is in the form of an oval, right? Uterus is not square. So this is the only form or only shape which can give birth in the universe. Either egg, even the Mother Earth is also in this shape. It is not completely round. It is a little oval shape. Almost all the planets on the planet, even our galaxy, if you have seen the galaxy, what kind of a shape galaxy has? Galaxy is not like this. If you see galaxy, it is like zoop, zoop, zoop. It's an oval shape. Am I right or wrong? Everything in the galaxy is oval shape. Oval shape. Our entire space and the universe is in this oval shape. So why? Because oval shape is the only shape which gives you a birth, which can create magic. So you write your goal in an oval shape. It's very powerful, yes. Yellow is the brightest color. Yeah, that is also true, Kinjal. So now let's look at this. What do you do is, suppose you take a normal yellow paper. I give you this. You take a normal yellow paper. Suppose this is the normal yellow paper, and this is the second yellow paper. On this normal yellow paper, you have written your goal. Okay. In this second yellow paper, you design an oval shape and you write your goal. And suppose both are sticked on the wall. Right now, don't get into this. But suppose both the papers are on the wall. Which one would you see first? Your eyes will catch this, because there is a shape also. See, I want you to really understand what I'm telling you is, I will give you perfect logics for everything, but before you listen to me completely tonight, till 9:15 we will be speaking. Before you listen to me completely, don't get your conclusions here. So these are the two papers. One is like plain, one has got the oval shape, and I'm writing the goal. There is higher chances that you will be able to see that oval shape first, and the yellow paper with the oval shape. Now let's go to next level. Design an oval shape on the paper. Okay, for one goal, one paper. Don't try to be conjuice enough, or maybe a miser person, that in one single yellow paper you are trying to make 1,000 small ovals, and then you are writing in a very, very tiny language. No, one paper, one yellow page, and writing your goal inside it. Now the third thing is, around this yellow paper, I want you to put these kind of arrows. This is yellow color I'm using, but then you need to design it with the red color. Yellow would be my background is blue, that's why I'm using contrast here, but your background will be yellow. You will always be using yellow paper and red ink. So this has to be designed in a red ink. And then you need to put these kind of arrows. All right. Why again? Because when you put the arrow, you are giving a signal to your brain, to your mind, and to the universe that I want the entire universal energy to be channelized in this circle. I want the entire universal energy, positive energy, the creative energy, all the energy should focus on this circle. I don't want, it's like this. Suppose there is anything, there's any shape, any picture, and there are 4 arrows around it, one from this side, one from, we will instantly say, oh, if suppose we look at arrows, immediately our mind say, oh, they are pointing towards this, so I need to see the picture. So when you have the arrows, your mind, suppose you have this kind of a goal written and put in, you have put in on the wall of your bedroom. If you come in the bedroom, even if you see one arrow, you will see, your mind will say, okay, it's pointing here. What is here? You will read it. Your mind will read it. Whether you consciously read it or not, your subconsciously will focus on it. Okay, that's the reason you need to have the arrows, arrows behind, pointing towards the circle. Another thing is, see, we are playing with the energy, guys. We are playing in the energy. And energy doesn't mean that only universal energy, your energy. Now, you see an arrow pointing here, you will immediately look at this. Arrows pointing, so many arrows. You will enter in the room and you will see this. If your wife enters in the room, she will see it. Your father enters in the room, he will also focus on this. Whoever enters in the room, they will focus only on this path because the arrows are pointing. So we are just understanding our human mind, how to make it focus on our goal. Okay, just like Arjun was only able to see that eye of a fish. In the same way, we will be entering in the bedroom, and bedroom may have 1,000 things, but then we still will be seeing it. Our subconscious mind will see it, whether we consciously watch it or not. And that's why this is the case. Now, if you want to increase the power of it, you can also use some kind of either symbol or photo or some spiritual mark. Okay. Now, I have taken this paper, and this is the entire paper. If I want to increase the energy of this paper and I want more focus to be here, I can have a swastik here, which is a spiritual symbol. Or I can put a photograph of somebody who I love, or somebody who I care for, or somebody who I adore, or somebody who I respect and admire. I can put the photograph here, or maybe even this symbol also I can put here. Okay. Why? Let's understand this. Suppose there are 2 papers, both the papers have yellow paper, both the papers have goal written inside yellow form, and both the papers have the arrows pointing towards it. But one paper has this, and one paper has the photograph, and one paper does not have this. And suppose in this room, all these papers are lying on the floor. And I need to go out of this room. But then this room, everywhere else, there is a lot of, I would say, mud. So only these 3 papers are there where I can put my legs, and I can choose any one of them. Where will I put my feet? Where will I put my feet? I will never put my feet on a paper which has got this symbol, because as per the Hindu religion, this is a very powerful symbol. If there is a symbol called Om here, I will never put the feet here. I will never ever touch this with my feet, because for me this is a sacred symbol. If there is a photograph of my father around here, or my grandfather, or my mother, or my sister, or my wife, or my kid, I will never ever put my photograph, or even my photograph. I will not crush it under my feet. Am I right? So the respect level increases. When the respect increases, the energy increases. When you really see it, you have one reason to look at this paper is because this is yellow paper and red pen. Second reason is because it's written in oval. Third reason is that you will have the arrows around it. Fourth reason is that you have a universal symbol or maybe a spiritual symbol. The fifth is that you have a photograph here. The sixth you can also do, my dear friend. I mean, you can keep on increasing the energy level of this paper on this goal. You can create or you can add hundreds of reasons because of which you focus on this. You can put a beautiful perfume on this. Okay, so whether you consciously see that perfume or understand that perfume or not, maybe by the time when you're putting it, at that moment your brain knows that you're putting this perfume here. Now you enter in bedroom after 20 days of putting this. I know that the perfume will evaporate and you will no more be able to smell it, but then your brain knows, oh, this means that perfume, or that perfume means this. Okay, there will be an association because our mind develops neuro associations, all right? And that's why what we are doing is neuro associative conditioning. This is what is the one thing which we are doing, NAC, neuro associative conditioning. We are training our brain to think every time perfume means this goal, goal means perfume, and this is the back and forth. Any which ways. Our brain will have enough reasons to remember this goal. When our brain has enough reasons to remember this goal, our brain focuses on it and it gets into our RAS, and because of that, we are able to see it. One more logic because of which I can give you this. Suppose you are not agreeing to any of these logics. So one more logic. Suppose you take a white paper and write your goal without oval, without any kind of thing. How much time will it take? You have written hooray and this. You have written that and you have taken a white paper and a pen, the blue pen. You have started writing your goal. Hardly it will take you 30 seconds to write your goal. But the second process, you getting a yellow paper, getting a red pen, then taking a yellow sheet, making an oval, making the arrows, then writing inside, then putting a swastika, then putting a photograph. How much time will it take? At least it will take 10 minutes or 5 minutes. And when you focus on a dream for 5 minutes, you know what? There's a beautiful thing which I have learned. 17 seconds of pure focus on your dream. Abraham Hicks says 17 seconds of your pure focus on your dream equals to the universe working for 2000 hours in background. If you just focus on 17 seconds, on your dream for 17 seconds, suppose 17 seconds you are focusing that I have trained 50 crore people. And I'm feeling about it. And I'm thinking about it. And it's 17 seconds. I'm thinking and thinking and thinking about that goal. I see that 1 lakh people are sitting in that auditorium. I see that we are celebrating. There is an amazing music, a lot of screens, and all the people are screaming and all the people are excited. And this is celebration is because we have inspired 50 crore people. This is 17 seconds are over. 2000 hours of work universe will do or have already done in the background. Many of you will say, how come 2000 hours of work? See, listen. In the background, it might be possible that 20,000 people are speaking about me in this moment. Right. Out of them, I think 1,500 people are connected with me right now. Okay. Who knows? And those all people work for one minute for my goal. It can be around 20,000. Many of them may not be consciously working about them. Many of them may not probably know me right now. Many of them may just have an inspiration to open Facebook and all of a sudden my ad pops up in front of them. Or something else. I didn't know that I'll be meeting any of my teachers. But I think because I thought like this, my teacher was getting ready and maybe some circumstances after 20 years we meet. It might be universal work. 2,000 hours of work. 34 seconds of pure focus equals to 20,000 hours of work in the universe. All right. And 68, you double it further, equals to 2 lakh action hours. 2 lakh action hours. This is how the universe functions. Many of us will not agree to this. Many of us may not be able to see the universe working for 2 lakh hours. And people who are telling all these kind of things, they are so powerful people like Gautam Buddha. They have actually understood the universe, why it happens, how it works, how things happen. For us, 2,000 hours or 2 lakh hours might be a lot. For universe, it is not a lot. For universe, it is like, that day when I made a world record, 2 lakh people joined me for 1 hour. That was equal to 2 lakh hours. All right. That was equal to 2 lakh hours. So for universe, it is not a lot. For you and I, it is a lot. For us, individually, it is a lot. Okay. It's a beautiful thing, my dear friends. All right, everyone, are you able to hear me? Am I audible? Am I correct? Can you see? Can you relate to what I'm saying? If you have any question, you can just let me know. You all know that on 2nd of October, we are attempting for one more world record. Actually, the reason why I attempted for 2 world records back to back was because I was not very sure that we'll be able to make the first world record, because it's a very risky thing. There are thousands of things which are on stake. So I thought, why not I apply for two of them? At least one of them I will be able to make. So that's why I applied for two world records simultaneously. So the second one we are going to make on 2nd of October. Okay, now let's go to one more. How to increase your focus. Javed Sultan. Javed Sultan, I'm telling you all the ways to keep focusing on your dream. So let's first learn this, then only we will ask some other question. So our job is to increase this 17 seconds to 34 seconds to this thing. Now I want to give you this last thing. What do you need to do with this entire process? You need to make 3 different papers. So what you need to do is 3 different yellow papers and red pens. I mean, pen is same, but you write the same goal on 3 different papers. All right, you make the arrows. 3 copies of that paper you need to make, and you need to make it with your hands. Some intelligent people say, sir, can I do it on my computer, that I take a yellow Microsoft Word sheet and then I draw an oval over there and do it. No, guys, you need to use the hands, because when you use the hands, your active psychomotor skills, okay, psychoactive motor skills, something it is called. Active psychomotor skills, psychomotor active skills, psychoactive motor skills. Okay, there is a confusion which order is right, but then your psychological skills are activated, your actual motor skills are activated when you are using or writing the hands, using the hands. All the cells of your body are giving a lot of signals to your brain. Your brain is able to work faster and it is able to work more. So make 3 copies of this entire paper. Write your goal here, put whatever this thing. 1 paper out of them you need to stick on your bedroom wall. All right, 1 paper has to be stuck on bedroom wall, because every single night you enter in your bedroom, at least every single morning the first thing you see is your bedroom, right? Wherever you sleep, that is the first thing which you see. That's the first place where you be. So that's why in your bedroom you have to have that goal. Second thing is, you need to put it in your puja ghar. All right, suppose you have a puja place, any place where you can do the worship, you put it over there. If everybody in the house, you don't want them to see your dreams, then you can put it in a locked kind of a, you can take a piggy bank and put it a lock over there, and then put that paper inside this and put it in your puja ghar. Okay, or you can also do it with the temple, but in temple you don't know how much time it will remain. And the third one, what do you need to do is, I'm going to tell you something unusual which you have never heard about the third one. To the third one, you need to burn. Okay, you need to burn this. Okay, you need to burn till it becomes the ashes, and after that put in water. Maybe you can put it in a well or in a pot which is filled with water, or you can throw it in the, I would say, in the open ocean or in the river or wherever you feel like. And after that, if suppose you take a pot and you fill that pot with the water and you put the ashes in the water, you put that water on the plants, or you put it in the plants. Now many of you will say, why this? Okay, why this is because you know, our body is made out of, or this entire universe is made out of 5 elements. One is earth, one is fire, one is water, one is space, and one more is what? Earth, water, fire, and space, and air. All right, so 5 elements. Air is the 5th one. So air, earth, water, fire, and space. These are the 5 elements our entire universe has been created with. Now it is said that when your desire actually merges with all these 5 things, it starts working faster. It might be one more way to put more focus on, or more attention on your dream. And you can also take it that it's merging in the 5 elements. When you put it in the fire, it's already merging with the fire. Air element is already touching. So your goal is already surrounded by air. So a lot of air is there. Okay, so air is there, you are burning it, so putting the fire in it. Why this is like, okay, so when you are burning it, it's you are putting fire, then you are putting it in the water, water element touches. You put it in the plant, earth element touches, or even if you put it in river or maybe a well, earth element is touching, and then finally it evaporates and it goes to the space element. When all these 5 things are included in your dream, it is said that your dream becomes more powerful. But I don't want you to believe in it just like that, but many of you have been believing in it. Suppose you have a Satyanarayan Puja at your home. Okay, you have a housewarming ceremony, you have a marriage ceremony at your home. What a priest does, he makes you sit around the fire, and entire family members sit around the fire, the groom and the bride also sits over there, and then he is doing a lot of mantras, and then after every mantra he makes you do swaha. All right, he makes you do all the 7 feras around the fire, and after that he says 7 vows or 7 vachan, 7 vachan shadi ke, and he says, hey, give a commitment, 7 commitments. And after each commitment, what does he do? Put everything, Agni ko sakshi मान के आपके फेरे हो गए, आप अभी अग्नि को साक्षी मान लिया है. You decide to give the commitments to each other, and after that your marriage is completed. And then after the entire thing is completed, he says, hey, everyone please come for Purna Ahuti. Purna Ahuti means completeness of this yajna, this marriage ceremony. And over there, after that, you all put the, your commitments into that fire. And once the entire puja, entire Satyanarayan puja, entire housewarming ceremony or the marriage ceremony is over, he will take the water, he will just put it around the fire, and then he will put it in the entire, all the directions of your house, and yajna sampan. And then he says, hey, all this entire puja samagri, you do not need to throw it in the dustbin, you need to either visarje, Ganpati Visarjan, you do it in a river. You throw it in a river, you throw it in an ocean, or you throw it in a well, or you throw it in a pond, or you do something with the water with this. Why does it, we never question all those things. We feel that, oh, it's a ritual, we have seen our dadi doing it, our grandma doing it, we see other people doing it, in our neighborhood people do the same kind of things. Any marriage we have seen the same thing, any housewarming ceremony we do the same thing. So it means this is supposed to be done. But guys, what is the logic behind it? Why only fire? Why only water? Why only? Because these are the deities, right? Without fire, we are nobody. Without water, we are nobody. And these are the powerful elements. We have this present in our body. And when we do this, something is doing. So sometimes you need to do something even if you don't understand. All right, we do this. And that's why here I want you to try it for 6 months for 6 different goals or maybe 10 different goals, and then only you decide whether you want to continue doing it or not. How many times you do it for one goal? Only once. Suppose I have a goal, I already shared with you 12th of January, I want to inspire 50 crore people. So I have done it once for that goal. That's it. I don't need to do every single day that, or I write on a piece of paper, take a bucket, burn it, throw it, and then throw it. I don't need to repeat it every single day. Only one goal, one time is more than enough. One goal, one time is more than enough. You can keep creating this paper maybe every year. You can keep creating this paper also maybe every year. You can also repeat it every year. There is no side effect of it. But then even if you do it once, it is all right, guys. It's all right. Because your brain remembers anything which is unusual. You are doing this and do it like a ceremony, right? Like worship the God before that, and do the garlanding and everything. And after that, you holistically take this paper in your hand, burn it in front of the God, pray to God, and then put it in the water, and then pray to the God, please, my desire should be completed, and thank you so much in advance. Do it like this, and then ritualistically just throw that water in the plants. So even if you do it once for one goal, your brain will always remember it, and it may work. Now I want to give you this one more logic, and that is, see, I don't know whether it will work for you or not, because I have seen it working for me. It might have worked for me because I was able to focus on my dreams even more. Many of you give me the testimonial and share with me my your feedback that we have tried it, Bhupendra, and it works. Many of you, like I now I have stopped keeping the track, but ever since I started doing these workshops from 2010, I think till 2015-16 itself, I had thousands and thousands of feedbacks of people that these things work. These things do work. So I am doing it. I'm telling you because each and every one of you can try it. If you don't find any other logic, then the simple logic I have already given you, that when you buy a yellow paper and then red pen, then make a circle on it, then write your goal, then make the arrows, then put a swastik, then make 3 copies of it, then stick 1 copy on the wall, the second copy you put it in the puja ghar, the third copy you burn, you put that into this, and finally you throw that water in the plants. It takes you around 30 minutes or 25 minutes for one single goal. And when you put so much of focus on one single goal, it has to get into your RAS, and once it gets into your RAS, what happens? Once you get into your RAS, you know what? Even if you sleep, your mind will make you achieve those goals. How many of you agree that you saw something in the childhood and that time you thought, oh, it cannot work, but then you were very curious about that thing, and when you grew, you forgot that when you grew up, you accidentally just had those people in front of you? I mean, how many of you believe in this? Or those kind of things happened? I used to watch 2 TV serials when I was young, and that was with my mother, okay? Kahani Ghar Ghar Ki and Saas Bhi Kabhi Bahu Thi, okay? And in my life, I have met only few film stars or only few I would say television stars, but in these 2 serials, Tulsi, or I would say Smriti Irani, and Parvati, Sakshi Tamarji, these 2 characters were very inspiring. I think these were the center of these serials. They were very inspiring characters, okay, the way they dealt with all the situations and everything. So I used to watch these serials because that time there used to be no cable or whatever, or sorry, I think cable just started, but then we were not allowed to watch the TV. So mom used to see those serials, so we used to sit sometimes with her. And after 20 years, I forgot those serials. I got involved into my work, and one fine day, I got to meet Sakshi Tamar. She came my home. There was a beautiful relationship which got developed with her entire family and her sister. And Smriti Irani I met once in an airport. In airport, I have never ever seen any other hero or heroine till date, but only Smriti Irani. Why so? Guys, see, sometimes things change. We don't know. Like 20 years ago, it was a part of my RAS. I never consciously worked for it, and I just got there. Once it happened that I was traveling from Pune to, Kishangarh, my hometown, to Delhi for the first time, and my father used to tell me, like, there are good buildings, beautiful buildings, and early in the morning at around 5 o'clock, it was a winter. I think it was in the month of December or January. I just took out my blanket and I got to see on the right hand side in Gurgaon a beautiful building. I got to realize, oh wow, Gurgaon is beautiful. I've reached Gurgaon. I was very excited, but it was about to I think 1 more hour to go to Delhi, so I slept again. And 3 years later, without any conscious efforts, 3 years later, I was working in the same building. In the same Convergence building, I was working after 3 years, and I was so surprised. How the hell did it happen? Like 3 years later, I just thought it is a coincidence. But when I learned about this subconscious mind, I related, oh my God, oh, this is the reason. Okay, my RAS in that moment was activated, and when my goal was entering into that RAS, it is like a guided missile. Even if I don't consciously work on it, it can be achieved. All right? It can be achieved. So what do you do, guys? You do very simple thing. Yesterday we learned about how to write a goal. Now today we are learning about certain additional things. Okay, we are writing the goal on a yellow paper, on a red pen. We are taking an oval shape, making an oval shape, and inside the oval shape we write one goal, one page. We make arrows around the oval shape. After that, we put some spiritual symbols. If we want, some fragrance can be there. If we want, some photographs can be there. We make 3 copies of this paper. One we put in the puja ghar. Second, we put it in put on the wall of our bedroom. And the third thing which we do is we burn it, put the ashes in the water. we put that water in the plants, and that's it. And we do it in a ritualistic way so that it becomes our muscle memory, our body memory. It becomes everything. And finally, guys, when you program your mind like this, I'm not saying that the moment you do it, everything will shift, but there is a greater chance that everything will work, because in the background, the universe might have already worked for your dream for 200,000 hours, means 2 lakh hours. Okay, now choice is yours whether you want to do it or not. You have two choices: to accept it or reject it. You can reject it, it's up to you. My only question is that you have been living your life in a certain way for the last 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, whatever is your age. I just want to say that you and I should never think that we are the most intelligent people in the universe. The day we think that we know it all, the day we think that, I don't need all these kind of things and these things are stupid. How do you know that these are stupid? I mean, why would I tell you? Do you think I'm a mad person? I earn around more than 1 crore rupees every month. I've been able to influence around 40 lakh people in this country. I've been able to speak to almost all the big organizations, smaller organizations, Mercedes-Benz to Tatas and all these things. I've been talking about these things and helping people get the results in their life. There have been businesses where I've coached, and most of those businesses have grown by 10 crores, 20 crores, 30 crores, 50 crores. There have been success stories wherein before they took the coaching from me, they were only earning 1 crore rupees annually. And after the coaching, they were earning around 24 crores, 25 crores in just less than 2 years or 3 years. And so many such success stories. So do you think I'm a mad person? No, not at all. I'm telling you this because I have done certain study and I have implemented it in my life. I've got the results out of it. And because of that, I'm telling you this. It's up to you whether you want to get it or not. So my only thing is that anything which you hear, which is a new, first thing, I know that don't believe in it completely. You cannot believe in it. Like, when I have given you this thought, this is just a thought with you. Give some energy to this thought and apply it for at least 10, 20, 30 goals of yours, and apply it for at least 6 months and see if something changes. If something changes and something positive happens, continue. If doesn't work, okay, leave it. Practice the best, throw the rest. Take the best, throw the rest. As simple as that. Am I right? So guys, when you are coming in this workshop, don't judge me. Don't just believe me blindly. I want you to implement these things in your life and believe in only your own experiences. Some people say, hey, does the God exist? Some people say, yeah, it exists. Some people say, no, it doesn't exist. I think both are just speaking based on their assumptions. Have they believed in it? Have they lived it? Have they experienced it? If I have experienced, if there is a God, then I can speak. And I experience that there is a God every minute, because so much of creation has happened. This oxygen supply is continuously happening. For the last 40 years, I'm getting the oxygen. I think there is something which is responsible. Many people died yesterday. Many people have died 1 year ago. Many young people died. Many young kids died. And I'm still alive, and I'm thriving. I'm growing. I think there is enough presence, or enough, I think, proofs that the God exists. So I need to believe in my experiences. You need to believe in your experiences. I want you to experience all this thing and then only believe in all these things, guys. See guys, this workshop is coming to you for free. You know what? If anybody and every one of you would have paid 1 lakh rupees to learn this stuff from me, I'm sure you would have believed in every single thing. You would have heard every single thing as if it is the word from Lord Krishna. But since it is for free, many of you might just switch off your TV after this, or any moment you may discontinue, and then you can get engaged in a phone call or get engaged in your trivial things, whatever small things you have been doing, maybe TV or maybe WhatsApp. All these things are small things, okay? Maybe just a unnecessary, disruption or disturbance, whatever you call it. If you would have paid 1 lakh rupees, you would have ensured that your phone is totally off, or maybe if it is not off, because you are running this video over there, you will not take any call. You will tell your mother and father and brother and sister and friends in advance, hey, I'm in a very, very important meeting, please don't disturb me. And you would have been making notes. You would learn it with a lot of intent, and you would make sure that for the next 5 days, 2 days, 10 days, you would have applied, because you would have this memory that I have paid 1 lakh rupees for this training program. Guys, I'm doing a happiness retreat on 1st, 2nd and 3rd of December, 3rd of October. Its seats are almost fully. Till yesterday we had yesterday afternoon I told you around 64, 65 seats, and since yesterday we have around 15 to 20 more registrations. So we have around 80 seats which are filled, and we can accommodate around 108 people. So this happiness retreat, whoever comes, they are so excited from the beginning. Why they are excited? Because they know 10 days in advance that I'm going to go to Pushkar, and they start making their arrangements. They are already prepared, and after that preparation, 9 o'clock, and they have this expectation, 3 days, what will happen, I want to see it. And 3 days they come with me. They spend their 25,000-30,000 rupees, and they come with me from the very first moment I speak my first word, and they are so attentive. They're so attentive, and they listen to every single thing as if it is a God's message. And you know what? The 3rd day, they all experience bliss. In Taj Hotel, when we are doing the event on 19th, 20th and 21st, of October, people pay 75,000 rupees to be with me in these 3 days. And every single thing which I say is a very powerful command from the universe for them. And they believe in it, and they change. Today itself, my teammate Sunil was speaking to one of our clients, Mr. Nagin Jain. Last business retreat was in Lonavala at Della Adventure Resort, and his wife, and his one of the key team player, or his CEO of the company, all 3 of them came. And today when they were speaking with Sunil, they said, sir, so much of changes just by attending that one program. We are loving it. We are enjoying it. We are just, we have experienced a lot of growth. Anybody is going to experience a lot of growth if they believe in certain things. Anyone is going to experience growth if they really listen to somebody with a great heart, because they know that when they listen to anyone with a lot of focus, something is shifting, something is changing. बदले अपनी सोच तो बदलेगा जीवन. Yes, this is my book. It's in Hindi. And in English, the same book has the version Master Your Thoughts, Master Your Life. Guys, this entire workshop, 21 days, you don't need to really make the notes. You can just order my book, Master Your Thoughts, Master Your Life. Have the guts to spend 250 rupees and buy this book, because this will give you a lot of courage. This will give you a lot of organized information in a sequence, in a system. Whatever I'm explaining to you in last 24 days or 21 days, in these 21 days, everything is going to be in this book. Master Your Thoughts, Master Your Life, or Hindi version is Badle Apni Soch Badlega Jeevan. Yes, have the guts to minimum spend these 250 rupees so that you can read the book, guys. Okay, read the book, because otherwise you will write in a pen and paper and you will throw it somewhere and you may not refer to those notes. But Master Your Thoughts, Master Your Life is definitely going to give you a lot of things. So order this book, read it, and give me the feedback. All right, everyone, only this much for today's session. Tomorrow we'll meet again for the session number 11. We have almost completed 50% of the journey for this English session. Tomorrow you are going to learn about one more beautiful way. We will learn about creative visualization. How can we create images in our mind so that we can change everything outside our life? Thank you, and wish you all the best. Good night and be happy. Bye-bye.